Next topic in statistics is stem and leaf diagram. The points to remember and understand in stem and leaf diagram are: number one, we can use a stem and leaf diagram to organize data so that it is easy to spot pattern and make comparison. So this is a best way to make a pattern and comparison the values. No original values are lost in the stem and leaf diagram. So this is another very important thing about stem and leaf diagram. In a stem and leaf diagram, each value is split into two parts, the stem and the leaf. For example, the stem and leaf diagram below shows the ages of the 20 employees of a bank. So here is a stem and leaf diagram. So stems values are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and leaves values are there. Stem, the numbers on the left of the vertical line are stems. Here the stems are the tens digits of the ages. For example, one employee's age may be 36, so 3 is a tens digit that will be placed in stem, and 6 is a unit digit that will be placed in leaf. So leaves are the numbers on the right of the vertical line are the leaves. Here the leaves are the unit digit. In the above example, and this thing is very important, you have to make a key whenever you draw a stem and leaf diagram. So here is a key, here is a vertical line, on the left side we have 2, on the right side we have 7. So this represents 27. So you have to give the key always. This is very important. So in the above example, 27 represents 27. So it means this thing is 27, this thing is 28, here is 31, 33, 34. So these are the values which will be written like this. Okay, the youngest employee is 27. So we can read from the stem and leaf diagram, the youngest employee is 27 and the oldest employee is 63 years old. So here is 63 years old. The most common age is 42. So if you clearly look at the diagram, so this point, these three twos, the 2 is coming 3 times, which is maximum of the other values, because 5 is coming 2 times, 4 is coming 1 time, 7 is coming 1 time, like this. So 42, because this is 42, this is 42 and this is 42, so 42 is the most common age we can read from the stem and leaf diagram. The tens digit of a number is the stem, the ones digit of a number is the leaf. This row shows the data 27 and 28 like this, 27, 28. And this row shows the data 40, 42, 42, 42 and 43, 46. So here is 40, 42, 42, 42, 43, 46 and 49. And key should always should be mentioned on your question like this: vertical line, left side number, right side number, and this shows 27. So whatever the key you think in your mind should be mentioned on your question. Here is another question to understand more. The masses measured to the nearest kilogram of 20 boys are given below. So 20 boys masses are given, nearest to the kg are given, represent the data in the stem and leaf diagram. So requirement is represent the data in stem and leaf diagram. So first step which should be you have to understand, determine the stem and leaf diagram units. Since the data are 2-digit number, we take the tens digit to the stem and the unit digit as the leaf. For example, for the values 57, 5 is the stem and 7 is the leaf. 49, 4 is the stem and 9 is the leaf. Next thing which should be noted, what are the minimum values and what is the maximum values. So in the data you can clearly see 41, like 40s values are minimum and 80s values are maximum. So you have to draw a vertical line. On the left side you should write stem and on the right of the vertical line should be written leaf. And because minimum values are in 40s like 41, 42, 45 and maximum values are in 80s like 81. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 40s, 50s, 70s, 80s, tens digit should be written on the stem, and ones digit should be written on the right side of the vertical line. These are leaf. For example, 41 is coming one time, 42 is coming one time, so 1 will be written once, 2 will be written once because these are the units digits, and now 45 is coming 2 times, so 5 should be written 2 times, and so on. Now you can see the stem and leaf diagram. So here is the stem 4 and 1 is coming, 41 was coming one time, so 1 is written once. 42 was also coming one time, so 2 is written once, but 45 was coming 2 times, so that's why 5 is written 2 times, and so on. So like this, the stem and leaf diagram will be completed. Some more points which you should understand and remember are: always check that the number of the leaves tallies with the total number of the data collected. In this question, there were 20 students, so the number of the leaves should be 20. Always calculate the leaves that should tally with the total data. So we are counting now: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So the number of leaves are telling with the total data. Single digit leaves are preferable as it is easier to read and interpret. So these are some points. Here is another question. The data below represent the time in minutes taken by the group of the 30 students to solve a mathematics question. So these are 30 students which is mentioned in the question. Requirement is to represent the data set in the stem and leaf diagram. So beta, before drawing a stem and leaf diagram, you have to note some things. These are: note the minimum value and the maximum value. So in the data, minimum values are in tens and maximum values are in 30s. So we have to draw a vertical line. On the left side we will write stem, and on the right will be leaf. And because the tens values are minimum, so we will write the tens digit on the left side of the vertical line, and then 20s and then 30s. And now we will count the minimum values. Like 10 is the minimum value, we will count tens. So here is 110, then only 110 is there, so the unit digit will be written once, so this is the 0. Then the next value that is in tens is 14, so 14 is coming also one time, so 4 will be written again 1. So likewise the 15 is the next value in the question. Here is 15, that is coming one time, so 5 will be written once, and so on. So like this, the stem and leaf diagram will be completed. Here is another question, that is the stem and leaf diagram below shows the heights in centimeter of a group of the children. Here is a key. On the left side of the vertical line, 13 is there. On the right side is 15. So this collectively makes 135 centimeters. So it means these are 3-digit numbers. First requirement of the question is find the number of the children in the group. So we have to count the leaves. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So A's part's answer is 30. So here is A's part. Calculate the frequency of each stem by adding the number of the leaves along the stem. Second part's requirement is find the height of the tallest and the shortest child. So from the stem and leaf diagram, we can clearly see 135 centimeter is the shortest length, and 176 centimeter is the maximum length. So here are the answers. C's part requirement is find the percentage of the children who are taller than 150. So in this part we have to calculate the number of the children which are who are more than 150 centimeters should be placed in numerator, and 30 will be placed in denominator, multiplied by 100% will be the answer. So first we have to count the students of children who are more than 150, who are taller than 150 centimeter. So here is 150, and more than 150 will be counted from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 children are more than 150 centimeter. So this value will be placed in numerator, like 16 will be placed in numerator, and total number of the children, that is 30, will be placed in denominator, multiply by 100%, solve it on the calculator, you will get the answer. Next requirement is describe the shape of the distribution. So beta, whenever the requirement is describe the distribution, I have told you that you have to mention something in the question, that is the variation, like from here to here. Then you have to write down the minimum value and the maximum value, then the most common value should be mentioned, and finally the cluster value should be mentioned. Now we will do some different kind of question to take a grip on stem and leaf diagram. So statement of the question is complete each stem and leaf diagram to represent the set of the data given below. First thing that should be mentioned on your stem and leaf diagram is key. So here is key. For example, you have to draw one vertical line. On left side should be written stem and right side leaf. So this represents 10. So this is the key, and now we will complete the stem and leaf diagram. So once numbers are already written on the stem and leaf diagram too. So alphabetically, 25 is coming one time, 24 is coming one time. So 24 is coming one time, so 4 is once. Then 25 is coming two times, so 5 should be written two times. And then 26 is one time, so 6 will be one time. 30's numbers are 38, 30. Okay, 30 is coming one time, so 0 will be written one time. Then 38 and 30, so 37 is also there, and 38 is also there, so one time, so 7 and 8 will be written one time. Then 40's numbers, so 43 is coming one time, so 3 will be written one time. Then 50's numbers, 59 is one time, so 9 will be written one time. So this is the stem and leaf diagram. E and F parts are 3-digit numbers. The method is a little bit different. So first you have to write the key. For example, the key in this question is 79.1. So for example, vertical line on left side is 79, on right side 1 represents 79.1. So now we will complete the stem and leaf diagram. On clearly we can see the minimum number is 75. Then 76, then 77, then 78, and finally 79. So 75 here. So 75.0, so 0 will be written there. Then 76, one number. Okay, 76, 5. Then 77, here is 77, so 4, 9, and 0 is also there, and 3 is also there, so 0 and 3. So should be alphabetical order. Then 78, 77, there is also 8. In 78, so 78.2 and 78.7, so 2 and 7. Then 79, so this is 1, so 1. So this is the stem and leaf diagram. Question number 12 statement is the stem and leaf diagram shows the speeds of the car in kilometer per hour recorded passing a clock tower along a road. Find the number of the cars recorded. Okay, A part requirement is the total number of the cars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So total 25 cars are there. B part's requirement is find the most common speed recorded. Most common. We can clearly see this number is coming most of the time, so 60 kilometer per hour is the most common speed. So C's part requirement is find the maximum and minimum speeds. So we can clearly see from the stem and leaf diagram, minimum is 35 kilometer per hour and maximum is 88 kilometer per hour. Okay, D part's requirement is a speed camera is located along that stretch of the road. The speed limit is 60 kilometer per hour. Find the percentage of the cars that exceeds the speed limit. So this is the limit above which will be violated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are violating the speed limit. So 6 by total, that is 25 multiplied by 100%. Solve it. So 25. Okay, E part is describe briefly the distribution of the speed of the car. So whenever the requirement is described briefly, you have to write some things in the answer. That is, data varies from. So data varies from 35 to 88. 35 to 88 kilometer per hour. Next thing you have to mention is minimum speed is 35 kilometer per hour. You have to write down the maximum also, that is 88 kilometer per hour. Then you have to write down the most common. Most common speed is 60 kilometer per hour. And the last thing, cluster around. And from the data you can see data cluster around these two values. Cluster around 50 kilometer per hour and 60 kilometer per hour. So these are four things: variation, minimum, maximum, most common, and cluster. Question number 15 statement is a group of the students took part in a selection race to qualify for the 100-meter race during sports day. The stem and leaf diagram shows the time in seconds taken by the group of the students to complete the race. Okay, find the number of the students who took part in the selection race. So A part is total. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 students are taking part in the qualifying race, selection race. So B part is find the time taken by the fastest student. So here is the time. Here is the key. 11/3 stands for 11.3. So 11.3 second is the time taken by the fastest student. So 11.3 seconds. C's part requirement is the top 8 students will be selected to compete on this sports day. Top 8. Okay. Find the range of the time a student needs to clock to qualify for the 100-meter race. Okay, top 8. So top 8 will be counted from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the minimum time that is required for qualifying. So qualifying time is lesser than or equal to 11.9 seconds. Question number 17 statement is the stem and leaf diagram below shows the masses in grams of each mango in a box. Okay, find the number of the mangoes in a box. So number of the mangoes are required. A part 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 32 is the total number. B part's requirement is find the mass of the heaviest and the lightest. So mass of the heaviest. So heaviest is 408 grams and lightest is 358 grams. Okay, C part, find the most common mass of the mangoes. So if you look at the diagram, so this number is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is coming most of the time, so it will become 396. So 396 gram is the most common mass. D part is the grades of the mangoes are determined by their masses. So use the table below to find the percentage of the mangoes which are grade A. Okay, A's mass is less than or equal to 400 and greater than or equal to 400 and lesser than 500. So these numbers will be there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 by total 32 multiplied by 100%. Solve it on the calculator. 7 by 32 multiplied by 100. This will be 21.875%. B's range is from 380 to 4 less than 400, 380 less than 400. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 twos are 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 numbers are there. Total are 32 multiplied by 100%. Solve it on the calculator. 19 by 32 multiplied by 100%. This will be 59.375.
And finally, the grade C. Definitely grade C is the remaining, so subtract these two values from the 100. So 100 minus 21.875 minus 59.375. Solve it now on the calculator. 100 minus 21.875 minus 59.375 equal, this is 18.75. And the final thing which is required is describe briefly the shape of the distribution. I have told you many times, whenever the requirement is described briefly, you have to mention the variation. Data varies from 358 to 408 grams. Then mention maximum and minimum number. Maximum is 358, sorry, maximum is 408 grams and minimum is 358 grams. Third thing required is maximum number, the most common number. So most common is 396 grams. And the final thing which is required is cluster around. So you can clearly see data cluster around 380 to 400, 380 to 400 grams. So cluster around 380 to 400 grams. So these things are required in the description.
Next type in stem and leaf diagram is back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. So we use back-to-back stem and leaf diagram to compare two sets of the related data. To construct a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram, we draw a stem and leaf diagram with a common stem in the middle and the leaves on of each data on the both sides of the stem. Here is a question of back-to-back stem and leaf diagrams. Question to understand this topic more. The ages of the teachers of the two different schools are recorded below. So these are some teachers' ages of two different schools. School A's teachers are here and school B's teacher are here. A's requirement is represent the data in us back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. So we will note the maximum and the minimum values in the whole data because stem will be common and on one side one related data will be there and on the other side of the stem will be the second data. So the minimum values in the questions I can see are in 20s. So in 20s is the minimum value and in 60s are the maximum values. So we have to draw a stem in the middle like this and write the, like this is the stem, and write the tens digit in the stem as a column, that is 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s and 60s. On the right side of the stems leaves for the school B and on the left side is stem for the school A. It will be up to you. You can write school A on the right and school B on the left. This is your choice. But now we will calculate in this data. For example, schools A. Here are, like for school B, we will count 20s first because 20s is the minimum value. So 24 is coming one time, then 24 is only coming one time. So one's digit is 4. So 4 will be written once. Okay, then 25. 25 is one time and two times. So 5 will be written twice. Likewise, 26 one time, two time. So 6 will be written two times and up to so on. Likewise, leaves for the school A will also be completed by counting the numbers from the data. So in this way, the stem and leaf diagram, which is called back-to-back stem and leaf diagram, will be completed. B's part requirement is which school had the oldest teacher. From the stem and leaf diagram, we can clearly see 65 is the maximum age. So a teacher of school A has the oldest teacher. So here is the answer. School A had the oldest teacher, that is 65 years old. C's requirement is which school had the youngest teacher. From the stem and leaf diagram, we can clearly see 24 is the minimum age. So this is the teacher from school B. So school B had the youngest teacher, that is 24 years old. Okay, the last part is compare the distribution of the ages of the teachers of these two schools. So here is the comparison. The ages of the teachers in the school A cluster around 50 to 60. You can clearly see school A's ages are maximum clustered here, which is between 50 and 60. The ages of the teachers in the school B cluster around 20 to 30, while 20 to 30 are the maximum ages of the school B's teacher. Thus, the average age of the teachers in school A is more than those in the school B. So like this, you have to complete the questions of back-to-back stem and leaf diagram.
Question number 18. Statement of the question is the following back-to-back stem and leaf diagram shows the marks of the students from two different schools who sat for an inter-school mathematics competition. 25 students from each school took part in the competition. So 25 are here and 25 are here. From this statement, we can see key is 5/1 represent 51. Okay, which score had the highest score? And from the stem and leaf diagram, we can clearly see the 100 marks is the maximum score that is obtained by school B. So school B, 100 marks. Second requirement is the lowest marks. And from stem and leaf diagram, we can clearly see 51 is the lowest marks, that is from school A. Okay, which school performed better in the exams? So in school A, we can see marks cluster around 80s and 90s. School A cluster around 80 to 90 marks. School B cluster around 60 to 70 marks. (60 to 70 marks). So it means average of A school A is better than B. So school A performed better.